subjective or objective concern, okay? You get the blood test, you get the kit to your home, press a button, you get 600 microliters of blood. It gets sent to our CLIACAP New York certified lab in Houston, where we have the highest level of complex testing. We're agnostic to which assay we use. We can use Fuji Rubio. We have global rights to Quanterix in Asia, Europe, and the US. Then, once that test is done, you do a digital cognitive assessment that's FDA approved. If you're elevated, our board certified neurologist then set up an appointment to discuss your particular case and then guide you into the ecosystem further. My time is up and I'll take questions, but I will finish with this. We did 250 tests on May 10th when we launched. We have a mid-nine-figure offer from a large pharma company for acquisition as of last week, which we don't want to take.
Ronnie, thank you so much. Over to the judges. I was about to call the judges our sharks, even though they're not investing today. But I feel like I am the shark because I'm cutting people off. Anyway, over to you, judges.
That's why I'll get my question in early. Can you talk a little bit about, one of the issues with direct-to-consumer is consumers don't want to pay out of pocket, caregivers don't want to pay out of pocket. I didn't see any research or studies that show that somebody other than an insurance company would want to pay for this.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. Great question. So I will tell you, the first contract we got offered was by an insurance company, 200,000 tests. We said no, and the reason for that is that this information is extremely private, extremely important. You can imagine that any of us test positive and we still have high-paying jobs. Our employer knows that we are on the cusp of Alzheimer's disease, right? So number one, the reason when we did our surveys of patients, they didn't want this in their medical record. They don't want it ordered by their PCP. They don't want it ordered by a neurologist, because the minute it's positive, they are now flagged as a high-risk patient. So now the price of our entire ecosystem is $4.99, okay? We made it as cheap as we humanly could. However, my goal is to make it $0, because the exhaust off the back is actually the business model. When you look at putting a patient into an Alzheimer's trial right now, the average cost to Big Pharma is $97,000 per patient.
Wow.
So our LTV per patient, positive or negative, is over $10,000 per patient.
Can you talk a little bit more about the differentiation with your diagnostic test? You mentioned earlier that you don't want to wait, and you want people until they are whispering.
Yeah.
It wasn't clear for me how you get the whisper. It
Okay.
seemed that you are the day before, didn't scream.
Okay, let's talk about how we capture the market and how we educate. It's a great question. How do you get people to do this, right? So luckily the